Just a re-aggression through hookah.
Yeah, these players coming out with 15 seconds left. Addy's able to take himself a double, and Fisker's still here to try and run the clock down, but Redgar and neth show up just in time. 2 seconds left as the spike goes down, but now they're in trouble. neth, 1 versus... Never mind. That was a little bit of an awkward fight. Get nats in. This is spotted by Addy. He knows that he's about to take a fight, but he's taken down by a wide swing out of nats. A quick kill, and possibly an upgrade in a moment. This could get a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, the control he has makes things a little bit awkward. Rotation already coming through. Nice work from neth, though. The blast back in. The aftershock, I think, of his teammate actually going to hold him back a little bit longer. And it's a shaky fight, but they're on the defuse. nats is going to have to go running through his own utility just to try and get that little bit closer, and he will be sectioned off. It's left all onto Sheydos, and he doesn't stand a chance. A great start for Crazy Raccoon as they would get themselves their first round onto the board.
Basically the buy time.
Yeah, they got ages to play with. Now, Bazzi's in a decent spot. He has a fair amount of utility to try and slow them down, but he almost has to act, I was going to say, as a sentinel. Instead, he's been instantly removed, and the remaining 2 players are still to rotate. Okay, sure, maybe the paint shells can do a little bit to try and do some damage, but forcing them back isn't going to do too much unless they can find themselves a pick here, and all the angles are covered. neth still manages to find a pick, though, but the blast pack doesn't grant him anymore. Defo with a triple, 1 HP for Redgar.
The flash which blinds the player towards the back, and here comes the execute.
Yeah, they've used a cosmic divide of their own. This one always makes me a little bit uncomfortable because you can pop flash through it, but every single timing peak was perfect. And of course, nats, the man just doesn't miss. He's just wiping them all down. It's very individualistic though from Crazy Raccoon. 1 by 1 they peek into this man, and no surprise, 1 by 1 they fall. Okay, Redgar didn't expect anybody to be that far. That one pulls a rotation to give him a little bit of extra help. The push from nats though. He's already found one on the edge of the smoke. This leaves just 1 defender. They do this every single time. The poison orb removed to give him that extra vision, and Addy's going to be scanned at the back of the site. They have to give it up. Now, they don't have the paint shells. This is what they previously used for denial, but Bazzi has been able to catch out one.
He most certainly has. An opportunity yet again, an open door to potentially walk on through, but it's been tough. Gambit constantly winning out in these post plans regardless of the disadvantage. Now a hero is needed. Munchkin sideswipe, 27 HP. The operator comes out now. The Blade Storm has been popped. Plenty of options for him there, but as Addy falls, the numbers start to thin out yet again on that defensive side. The time not in their favor. They have to make their way forward. Shock darts are on the way. A flash in. The Blade Storm, but he's blinded up. There'll be no defuse today. Gambit push up to a 9th.
A little bit quicker this time. Doesn't have his operator in hand, leading the charge and going through the screen. They're just so unaware of these peaks. What is that from Redgar? Just takes off 3 heads as they attempt to get back into the site. They're going to try and push through it. Defo's already waiting. It's a Prime Gaming Flawless to close out the half. And dear Lord Gambit, let them breathe. And Beaver.
Alrighty. Not quite the reference I was expecting out of you, Tom, but, you know, to each their own. Redgar opening this one up, and I think we start to get the violins out if it continues this way. nats is up close at his poison orb, waiting for them to barrel on through. Now, of course, you have to be careful of a sky flash popping on in, and that's why nats takes his orb away before they can, but he's dropped down right away. A fight ensues on the site. Sheydos being pushed down and executed. Munchkin has opened up so much space for Crazy Raccoons, but they need someone to follow up on it. They need a hero in this round to keep them alive. There's an Astra Star on the side, a pull, a dash out. Redgar lining him up, and he can't finish him off. Oh, a whip comes in at the wrong moment. Fisker has to clutch, and he can't. It's 12-1.
In this round, even though there's a lot more invested on the other side than you'd normally expect. nats is actually going to play within his poison orb. The flash is so perfect. Straight through. neth didn't even know what hit him, and he's even going to trade his own life, the martyrdom, to give them the man advantage further into this round.
This is not feeling good at all for Crazy Raccoons. They were at a man disadvantage moving in towards this site with pistols and a marshal. The first is taken down and the second follows swiftly. I think it's safe to say that this is Gambit's map. This is not a map that you want to be messing with the CIS squad on. And the Japanese side have learned that the hard way.
Yeah, it's not been great. 13-1. I think Correct me if I'm wrong, that's the most dominant map we've seen in this entire tournament so far, and I don't think it's been particularly close. It's a default in terms of their other maps for what they'll be playing here.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, let's see if Crazy Raccoon have got what it takes to make that comeback happen. Look at this dash in towards the A side. Lots of presence being made. Munchkin taken down by a quick right click. That's suboptimal to say the least. Neth is now trapped up above. No way out, so the flash comes in to help him. Looks like he's going to stick in position. Holding it down with his teammates. The wall to his back keeps him safe as the rest of Gambit looks to push in. The picks just keep on coming their way. They turn their attention upwards, and that's when Neth falls. And the post plant, well, there's not nearly enough time to run down that clock. I mean, Addy would need, well, firstly to hit his lineups, and secondly, he would need to actually have a little bit less time left on the clock. That is unfortunate. We are 1-0 now. This is how Crazy Raccoon should win this round. This should be theirs cleanly. Redgar's pushing up. Oh, he's managed to get past them. A free kill on the first, and he is out of here. Not managing to make it all the way, but slowing down any form of re-aggression. They can't clean execute on the back of that. They'd have to run through the slow one. Player spotted up above. Shock darts in for a little bit of damage, and it's going to cause the heal to be popped in the very early stages of this round. In fact, that's quite good, because Munchkin could have gotten healed up to about 100, so having Neth heal himself, and he's still not looking too healthy. Plant comes in. Now we're going to look at the post plant, see if they can manage to keep these weaker weapons at range. How is Sheydos away with 2? He's moving towards the side. His teammates rallying to help. Low HP on Bassi. A clean kill on the Neth. And it's only 20 health on a Sova. No chance for those post plants to work out. In fact, a clean defuse and a third round for Gambit with 3 players left alive. Free upgrades everywhere. This couldn't get any worse for the attackers. Raccoon back, but it isn't. They've pushed into the side. They've got the control, and as they look for the plant, they lose Munchkin right away.
Watching for the flank, but Redgar with the instant headshot makes this look like a already fleeting position, and now Neth's the only one standing. At least he's denied them another flawless round, but the fact is, it's 5-0.
Hands of Munchkin. Now we need, more than ever, to see something from Crazy Raccoon. 1 round so far in this series.
The problem is, again, we can start to see these gambles back in the other direction with the fact that we've already got the Viper's Pit locking out B. But there you go. Defo's been taken out. Munchkin stepping up with the operator. He's instantly... Redgar! Okay, that might be a little bit of an ego peak, but I guess with the teammates he's got behind him, he's still feeling confident.
Just going straight in for it, man, on top of the rope. That's ridiculous, but yeah, you saw them. They're reclining, they're relaxing. This is a team that feels confident and a scary opponent to try and take on. The kill onto Ade means that the Viper's Pit is going to be dropped. There's the fall down by Sheydos. Easy kill, last player spotted. Weapon out, ready to take the fight, and it is clean as can be.
It just becomes a match I don't want to watch anymore because it feels mean.
He's just spray transferred as they try to walk through a choke point. Oh god, he's gonna put a snake bite down as the wall breaks. He can hold the angle right after, no problem. Flash doesn't even catch him. They're like, oh, don't worry, no one's holding close anymore. Flash didn't see him. Oh yep, he's still here. Nats is tucked in the corner, waiting to take the kills. Fisker's gonna go into he's even trying to wall bang him. Okay, that's an ambitious play. They baited him in with the second player spraying. It's a 4K already for Nats. Absolutely farming. Chronicle, don't kill. Oh, come on, guys. Give him the ace. Add 1 to the counter. We have actually seen a whiff from Defo. The first of possibly no more to come. Chronicle's gone down, though. That kill would have been so valuable in the early round. This is an opening for Crazy Raccoon to get in there, running out of those knives. Redgar's having a tough enough time. Forced into the reload and taken down. At last, we're actually seeing Crazy Raccoon get on the site, but have I jinxed it? Have I ruined it? It looks like Sheydos is here to fight. Arena up on top, spots Neth down below, drops him and peeks out for more. Everybody's tickled up over on that attacking side. Crazy Raccoon have so much to do. The recon, not quite going to reveal Defo, but it does force him back, and they can actually get the plant now. Munchkin getting rid of his knives there. Unfortunately, no target connected, but he has got the Vandal to play with.
he's in a decent spot. I don't know if they'd expect him to be this close. The peak comes through and he has to give it away. Now his teammate's desperately low, but it's a fairly even playing field at the moment. The best chance we've seen from Crazy Raccoon, and Munchkin is actually going to take some ground, try and sneak his way through. He's already found himself one. It's left all onto neth, potentially ending the chance for that 13-0, and they will get a round on the board. It is Crazy Raccoon, just 8 rounds behind now.
The rest supporting from further back. They're not going to check it at all.
They did!
Fisker, Skyer, not is able to get that one done, but now they deal with neth. Shock dart, snake bites. He's got 2 HP left, and he's still going out to fight. This man just doesn't give up, popping in the Viper's pit to keep them at bay at least a little longer. The shock dart could have taken him down,
nice.
But it won't. Not this time around, and now any notion of going towards the B site pretty much fades.
Oh no, they have Zephyr holding onto the cross as well alongside Chronicle, so at this point there isn't really anywhere for them to go. Just in case they've somehow crossed. I think he's actually switched and they'll see the smokes, but there's a gap in it. There's a big gap in it for him to try and base into. They're going to try and peek versus Chronicle, and hey, they get the trade, putting it into at least a winnable position, but he's just so damn fast. Defo is going to put it down to Ade. Now his counter Viper has 2 HP, but he's also nats. And he's a bit of a rat.
He's inside a Viper's pit, which is the worst part about this. He's holding that close angle as he walks on through. The steps are being made. 10 seconds left. He's got to run, and he will be taken down. 11-1.
In any spot, it just looks like they're completely outclassing their opponents, and they've already kicked it off in the pistol, Mitch.
Yes, they have. Picking up the opening, deleting Munchkin, and then slowing it down.
He has a Sheriff and Shields. They've got a raid boss nats.
Yeah, well, I mean,
or
with
did
the
he
way
get it from Munchkin? He
no. Oh, sorry, he's actually on Munchkin's body, so maybe he did. He might have. Either way, he is destroying them with it. Coming in with big damage onto Fisker, left on 45. Snake bites and shock darts on the way. Look how quickly they make that decision. That's not a lineup. That's not a position you commonly put your snake bite shock dart down in. They just quickly are like, yo, let's hit him at the util now. Force him into a fight. They make these calls so quickly. Their comms must be clean. I'll tell you what, their aim certainly is.
Good observation, Mitchell. Now, we're going to see if they can get anything in this round. A single kill. Some might be looking at this as a potential.
30 seconds left.
Do you know what?
Spike planted.
I do indeed. And it is indeed. A Prime Gaming flawless coming out of Gambit. 12-1 they go. And at this point, I mean, we're laughing, but I feel like crying.
Chronicle, and if he does he decide to kill him?
Oh, Munchkin. He's sad back, waiting for an opportunity, and there it is. Nat's taken down on the post plant. Chronicle, quick to trade. It's there just in time to save his teammate's life. The defuse tap. They have to go out and make sure that it's not coming in. Those post plant lineups not here, and a quick spray down to close it out. 13-1, back to back, and there is no doubt that Gambit have come to Masters 3 on form.
Yeah. Jesus, like I genuinely think that's one of the most brutal series I've ever had to cast. It's probably the fastest day we've ever had. Like, it's like, hey guys, do you want to come in and cast 1 best of 3? Well, I feel like I've only just arrived.
I've got one half.
Already getting to go again. Like they've got, what was it, Rug coming up next. Like those guys get to come in and then see like the Brazilians try and take down the guys in NA. So,
well, you know what, Tom? I've just heard because you're so happy with how short the day is, you're not getting paid today. Unlucky.